You're now listening to 41.1 FM. And welcome back to Tales of Elysium, aka Toe. My name is Sky. I'm here with Mr. Headmaster, leader of Elysium, Caleb, and staff member, Idrees. Yo, how's your
I was
guys' holidays?
I wasn't prepared for that.
Idrees, you can start.
Great. I hope. Yeah, my holiday was great. We were here on Toe, just appreciating life. But yeah,
Oh my
it
god.
was good. I spent a couple weeks out of town, visited my parents. All good.
We can't call our podcast Toe. We can't call our podcast
That's the
Toe.
abbreviation, Tales of Elysium. Toe! Okay, Caleb, how was your
I mean, it checks out.
how was your
Oh,
holidays?
my holiday was good. Um, I still have one more Christmas to do next week. But yeah, it was good. It's nice to just unplug, unwind, chill. How
Yeah?
about you? How was your holiday?
Oh, my holiday? So, at the start, after our first podcast that we did with me, right? I
Hmm.
instantly queued up League of Legends, okay? And I lost a bunch of LP. Holy, you know?
Yeah, that's
And
on par.
then I actually recently yesterday, right? I hit Diamond
Mm.
League of Legends after 200 games in 1 week. I hit Diamond. Kind of lit, you know?
Yeah,
Two,
welcome to High Elo.
did you say 200? I didn't know it was that many actually. I knew you were grinding, but I didn't know it was 200.
Yeah, 200 in 1 week. It was kind of chill.
That's a lot, bro. I respect the hustle.
Yeah, quite chill.
Also, what's up, John? How are you?
What's up? What's up?
How was your holiday?
Good. Good. Yeah, can't complain. Just hung out and had some good times. It was good.
You missed the intro, so like you'll you'll get to hear it back when you watch the episode. It was a good one.
It was
Sky.
quite hype.
Yeah, yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
welcome to Toe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, apparently is what our podcast is called. So,
Oh?
yeah.
oh yeah.
POE.
Tale of Elysiums. You know? Toe.
Oh, yeah. That checks. That checks.
So yeah. Oh boy. Um, Yeah, well, with that, we can do some housekeeping stuff, and then we'll just jump right into it. We have a pretty good podcast, I would say. We're about a week out from preseason. We're about a week out, a week and some days, for league play to start. I know that everyone is like pretty excited and just ready for the new patch to be here. Um, so some housekeeping stuff from last week. I don't think anything crazy happened. All of our teams are finalized. That's what the episode today is going to be about. We revived Dawn. Um, sort of. We'll talk about that more. Let's see. What do we? Anything else that I'm missing? Anything else that I did this week? I don't think so.
You kicked me out, Caleb. I'm not on the team anymore.
I mean, you ranked out. I didn't kick you out, by the way, but it's fine. Like you can just sit on your throne in Diamond and just look down upon us.
Never seen someone boom so many teams.
Yeah, true.
He's quite an
It's
expert now.
it's a record actually. Yeah, yeah, he is. Um, but yeah, so we can just kind of jump right into it. We have, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams this split going into 2024. We are going into one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 leagues. 3 of them being new leagues. This also depends on like if Dawn ends up coming back. So I'll just start from the top. I'll kind of read off the teams and where they're going, and if you guys have any comments on the teams, you can interrupt me and we can talk about it a bit. So I'll just start with Aces. Elysium returning to the Black Twitch League Season 16. That team will be a pretty interesting team. I'm actually really excited for this team. So it's this John, OP Kill Switch top lane. We got Queen Sticks in the jungle. Got me mid, Idris AD carry, and then Kraydog support. So this team, like I said, will be defending our chip in Black Twitch League. I don't really know what my expectations are for this team. It's going to be a blast. That's all I know. So
We're defending a championship.
Yeah. Which is sick.
Championship only. Championship or
I'm
bust.
pretty confident if it's the same level of competition, we are gonna be in a
Repeat?
good spot to repeat. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
I
league was
agree.
like pretty Mickey Mouse, and I think that I think it's a very good chance we repeat if it's similar competition level.
Yeah. I'm excited too for like Cray and Queen. They're new to Elysium. Just kind of came from other orgs and they're in a cool position. They can just defend a chip and kind of go from there and see what happens. They're both really good players. Then we have John missed this probably because you were probably pretty busy in work. We have Elysium Clown Car, debuted 2 hours ago. This team is a mix of every team that Sky killed in the off season. So
It's not my fault.
we have Yikaw top. We have Mando or Emperor in the jungle. We have Zooey in the mid lane. We have Dilly, 80 carry, and to wrap it all off, LAS Finals MVP support Naysayer in the bot lane with Dilly in the ALL Season 3. This is our very much for fun, probably no script team. Just showing up on Fridays, having a blast. I think the roster will be, I would say sleeper. I think it will be like a sleeper team in the ALL. And then yeah, just kind of see what happens with that. I'm pretty excited for it. Our logo, I would encourage everyone if you're in the Elysium Discord to go check it out. It's pretty sick. And yeah, I don't. If you guys have nothing on that, we can move on to Dawn. But okay. So yeah. So with Dawn, what do we want to say about that? So Dawn, I know we announced that it was like going to be retired, but now we kind of had some players fall into our lap who are like pretty good players, I would say. And at least match the Elysium vibe like pretty well. So we're in like a tryout process. Nothing is set in stone, but that will be captained by Idrees again. For those that need a reminder or are new here, we joined the diamond side of things last split. We technically had 3 diamond teams, but Idrees was a part. I guess our main diamond team was a part of 2 of them. Style Esports and Blue Water Diamond. We got second place in both of those leagues. So I think for just doing Diamond for the first time, that's like really good. We didn't really have I would say like a proper support for it, and he just kind of just took it and exceeded expectations by a lot. Ryan and Idris or OP Ivy will be the core of Elysium Dawn. New logo update, new color, hopefully new team. And if they end up playing, we'll be playing an LAS Diamond. And I don't know if you want to touch on that, Idris, or anything, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. LAS Diamond is a new league. They have a pretty nice prize pool. I'm excited to see what competition there is. I don't know too much about who will be there. I just know like a couple teams. They seem pretty good, so yeah, that'll be fun. But yeah, like Caleb said, it was a bit unsure, but we had I think very promising, exciting players to work with. Fall, and I'd say it's kind of like an opportunistic venture to kind of have a winter split for Elysium Dawn. But I'm pretty confident we can get something done. Tryouts are tomorrow, which I guess by the time you guys are listening, the tryouts will already happen. So we'll see how that goes.
yeah. I guess touch on that too. Like, I guess obviously, your expectations. I think. I mean, obviously, you play to win a championship, but I would say, getting second place in both style and BOL was like I consider that just a monumental success. Like, how are you feeling? I guess going into this new split with like some, I guess, experience under your belt, and like, did you learn anything about Dawn in 2023 that you're going to bring to Dawn 2024 that you think will help push us over the edge to get some chips?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say definitely objectively it was a success. Although for me personally, I'm not like the most happy with how it went. Not to say we didn't, it wasn't good, right? But my expectations are high. I want to win, You know,
Right.
that's just part of being a competitor. You know, you're sad when you lose, especially when you come so close. So, yeah, I mean, I think we had a great, I guess, fall split. So I'm looking
Mhm.
forward to captaining the team. I also fell into kind of the role of a captain, like, not initially at the start, but it just kind of happened. So from here on out, I'm hoping to be the captain from the start and kind of make sure things are the ship is upright from the get go. So I'm very excited to do that.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, for me, the expectation is a championship, and that's not to say it's championship or bust, but I think that's the kind of caliber of players we have. I think that's and that's my personal goal,
Hmm.
and I think I can do it.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think what you said is like pretty. I think now, and maybe you guys will agree too. I think I brought it up like 2 podcasts ago, but I really think from like the 2023 that we had, especially at the end, there's been like a shift in the air with people where like I feel like every team is scrimming harder opponents now. Everyone is like, you know, we're here to win. I think people recognize that like this is a good place where winning is like definitely possible, right? We finished with 3 chips in fall alone. So yeah, I'm really excited for Dawn and just to see how it progresses. So uh, what do we got now? Next in line, we have Elysium Dog Pound, captained by Duddy Brains. This team will be heading into Titan and um, potentially Risen on the weekend. So that's top. Mint is Ethan. Uh, Jungle is Duddy. On mid, we have Chaser at 80 carry, and we have Tommy support. This team scrimmed for the first time yesterday, and I think it went pretty well. Um, I think this roster will be I don't know if the roster will be what's the word that I want to say, like I'm not sure how people will view it, right? Like I don't know what the expectations will be. But I think this can be a pretty sleeper team in Titan, and I think this could be from how it's shaping up, like play styles and adapting to the meta. Obviously, is something you have to think about. But I think this team will be a dark horse team and probably a scary team to run into, like come playoffs. Um, I've been playing with Duddy for a really long time. I've been playing with Chaser at this point for 3 years, so there's a lot of synergy and a lot of like stuff that we don't need to do as a new team because we've already done it. So I'm pretty excited for that. Nice to be back in Titan. Hopefully now we can make a deep Titan playoff run. We had Blaze and that kind of simmered out, but hopefully, oh, and Sword I guess too, right?
Aware.
So
I
yeah.
also wanted to point out, I think with that team, I think Ethan is like, in my opinion, one of the most exciting new players that we have in the org. Like just a very unique playstyle top laner.
Mhm.
Um, so I just wanted to shout that out. Like I think that he is a lot of like I think your guys' mid through like jungle through bot side are all like very constant players, but I think your guys' success will like rise and fall with how much of a lunatic he's able to be, and I think that's like very much so how he wants to be playing. So I think that's like
Yeah.
pretty. I think to me that's one of the most exciting things to see with Dogbound is just how you guys can innovate and bring in somebody who's relatively new, I believe, to competitive
Hmm.
and really
Yeah.
bring out
He
his skill set.
I think this is will be his second split or maybe even his first. I don't remember. Um, yeah, that I definitely agree. And then I think he's also a player that because he's role swapping to top as well. He's an AD carry, and I think just from what I've seen too, if this is him learning the role, I what's he gonna look like? 3 months from now, come playoffs, like you said. Like I think it'll be very like how enabled is he, and I'm really excited for him. I'll dip back to Clown Car because I forgot I skipped over Mando because I was doing too much. Emperor Mando is new to Elysium. I'm really excited. If you guys haven't met Mando, uh, You'll always find him in the Civ channels, but he is. I would say he's also. I think we have a lot of like controlled junglers in Elysium. We have John, we have Duddy, we have K-Peps, even Sus. I mean, Sus could play like pretty loosey goosey. I feel like, but I feel like Mando just embodies pure chaos. He's an Ivern main. He's a Shaco main. Um, I'm really excited to see what he can do. I know he hasn't played like too much in an org setting, so it'd be really cool to see what he does with coaching and stuff like that. I have pretty high expectations for him. He played briefly on Luna when we played in that really sketch league that I don't even remember the name of. Um, and he was performing pretty well there. So just to go back and shout out Mando, make sure I don't skip anyone.
He's great.
Yeah.
That dog in question.
And then Tommy also is a new one from Dog Pound. I think Tommy is um John played with a little bit too, and John, you can touch on anything that I missed, but I think one thing that excites me about Tommy and that I hope you guys will appreciate about him is this man is a flanking demon, and his flanks and his deep vision is really really I would say like what like if I had to pick or like use the word elite or something like give someone an attribute of like what makes him really good. I think Tommy's flanking and his deep vision is like crazy. Hopefully you guys see some. We're used to alley oops, prone bones, but now we have another crazy flanking support player in Elysium that hopefully you guys can appreciate. And not my center flanks on stream. Like these are actually good flanks. So
I think like a good shout out for people who maybe are in Elysium that like saw it, because I think they probably saw. I mean, Tommy was originally supposed to be on Super Hot, which you'll talk about, I'm sure, which
yeah,
was the team that we're on, and there was definitely no like I think Tommy's a really really good player. We just literally had very unfortunate scheduling
yep,
problems that mixed it up. But I agree with you. I think Tommy's going to be vying for the top support spot in Elysium. I think he's a very good player. I think he has a very diverse pool and wants
yeah.
to play that diverse pool, and I think that's like pretty exciting in the support role.
hmm Yeah,
So
we can touch on it now just because you brought up. So yeah, so Tommy was on Super Hot. We swapped him and alley oops just purely because of schedule work. Um, both supports. I mean, it's nice now that the new season, or not a new season, like as we're growing as an org, we have more and more supports now, and like you said, I think Tommy will be vying for that top spot for support in Elysium, and Ali will definitely like I would say want to be right there with him, and both will be um big playmakers in any roster that they're in, and yeah, we just simply had to swap due to some scheduling, and we ended up making. I would say for how the swaps turned out, Dog Pound is like I said, like going to be a pretty solid team. So and then Super Hot is I have high expectations for that, but we'll get to them last on the list. It looks like because of alphabetical order. So next we have Omen. We're bringing in new player Stubby. He's really good. I haven't seen him have a bad game. Just really solid, really chill. Um, we have Gus Posey in the jungle again. Um, we have Kobita in the mid lane, just a really solid player in the mid lane, especially for like learning the role. We have Dilly, and then no arrow this split because he uh,
Ranked out.
ranked out, and now we have Barolo. Barolo's just a really good guy. Um, I expect Senna to be like permabanned against Elysium. Omen Barolo is like insane on that champion, and Dilly plays a lot of mages. That's really no spoiler if any people listen to our podcast. Really excited for this roster. I would say, and I think all of them would agree that them not winning one chip last split was a disappointment, and I'm holding them to the standard of winning a chip this split. They're only playing in one league this time. They're just going to really focus up on Titan Divinity. I think that's a great idea for them. Yeah, I'm just really excited for them. I don't know if you guys have anything on Omen. Um, move on if not. So,
Bro lives
yeah,
in
I
Washington.
think just to, oh, go ahead.
Bro lives in Washington. He works for the government, and He doesn't have a McDonald's order.
Oh no.
Not like this.
The McDonald's order, that's a disaster. But yeah, bro, good guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Omen's a team with a lot of history, right? They've played together for a long time. They kind of have a very strong identity, so I'm excited to see how they do
Yeah.
with
I was
a
gonna
couple
point out,
changes here.
I think that it's gonna be really interesting though, because I would say that Arrow was kind of synonymous with that identity. Like I think that not that it's a good thing or bad thing. I just think that like it's gonna put him in a spot where there's gonna be a lot of change on that team, probably stylistically.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited to see how they adapt to it because I think that Arrow was a big voice for them and big playmaker for them, and they kind of are gonna have to fill that void now.
Yeah. I think one thing that I'm hoping you guys see with Omen streams is it was evident in the watch parties, people would say it too, like, every single lane is winning, but then when it came to a macro decision, that's like typically how he would lose. So hopefully with Omen, we've really been hammering macro, 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 and I think Arrow was a really good voice, but it's nice to see that everyone's picking up that mantle, and I have really really high hopes for Omen this season. So then we have Riptide. That's a big announcement. That was before you guys were all here. Um, Elysium Riptide's coming back. Our very first official Elysium chip winner. They are going to defend our championship in the LAS Season 8 for the Emerald Division. We're bringing Boogie into the top lane. Romeo and Julian are in the jungle. Otter's mid lane. Dilly's AD carry and Arrow's support. We're gonna do like a SKT kind of thing with Romeo and Julian, where we can throw in some different jungle looks and maybe throw some teams off. This I believe is Boogie's last split, so I'd really like to see him end as an Elysium chip winner. That guy has done a lot for Elysium. He's always been around and he's always in our watch parties and stuff. So yeah, I would very much love for Boogie to get a championship. And I definitely think he can on this team. I think this team will be pretty good. And we'll have to see what the LA's competition is. I think they're getting bigger and bigger, but I would expect a roster like this, based on playing in it and winning it, that Riptide will be a top 3 team going into the pre-show, probably number 1 seeded, even just from like our org's background. Yeah, you guys have anything on Riptide, on Elysium history, our OG
I remember when I
winners?
first joined Elysium. I think that was when Riptide is doing their championship run. They seem to have a lot of like strong synergy, a lot of like yeah, they seem like a squad in and out of the game. So I'm excited to see them play.
Yeah, that was Titan Gladiator. That was Emerald. Was that Emerald 3 cap? I believe so.
Something like that. Emerald 3, Emerald 2.
I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they went through that whole split like undefeated. So that'd be cool if they could do that in LAS. Obviously, much harder competition, being just not, or it's a diamond exception league. But yeah, I'm hopeful for them. I have big hopes for them. So, and what's we got? Oh, last is Elysium Super Hot, or Elysium Shield, or Elysium Nova, whatever you want to call them. I would say this is our premier Emerald team. These guys will be playing in Aegis for sure, and then maybe another league. We'll have to see. Top to bot, we have SG, our 2023 MVP. We have John in the jungle, OP kill switch. We have me in the mid lane, Naysayer. We have Vortex, aka Myron, in the bot lane with Alley Oops, who swapped from Dog Pound. We traded him for Tommy. We haven't scrimmed yet with Alley Oops due to holidays and stuff. But my expectations are through the roof with this roster. I'm really excited to play with this roster, obviously. And I know Aegis is probably like the best competition league or or one of them. And I'm really hopeful that we can make a really strong showing as an org and as a team. No new players on this team, all Elysium vets. And yeah, I think there's a lot of good that's going to come out of this. Scrims have been going well, even without Ali. Yeah, you guys have anything on Super Hot?
So is that like actually gonna be the name or what?
I mean, I think so.
Okay,
I do
okay,
like
okay.
that name. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I
If not,
respect
it's
it for
probably.
a flagship team. You know, it's a bold name.
I mean, it's that or we go back to Shield, right? We're just like basic. But I like Super Hot. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I don't know. How are you feeling about it, John, with the swaps and stuff?
Yeah, it's a pretty good team. I'm excited. I think Ali. I think honestly the biggest question mark I have, not even in a bad way, but just me and Ali play the game not very similarly. Um, but I think if we can figure out how to mesh it, it's gonna be. I like to think I play probably a more controlled game, and Ali kind of is a demon in all the best ways.
Yeah.
And so I think there's gonna be some potentially growing pains, but I think that it probably gives us a much higher upside to have that.
Hmm.
Uh, more volatility in our gameplay. So I'm
Yeah.
excited. It'll be good. Yeah, scrims have gone well. I think we've played some solid teams, beaten some solid teams, and had some improvements. And yeah, I think it should be exciting. I think Aegis will be a good, obviously, like probably like you said, the best league we can play in, and then hopefully that plus another league we can
Yeah.
be competitive
Maybe
in.
BOL or something we can slide into, but
Yeah.
for sure, Aegis. Yeah, I think one thing that Shield didn't have was like the um in Ali can definitely draw a lot of bans, right? And every member on Super Hot can carry and has carried games. So I think just having the fact that like, do you have to ban SG's Jace or your Zach or whatever it is, right? Now you have to throw an alley into the conversation. You have to potentially Bard. Like, I'm really excited to see what happens in draft, especially with preseason, because I know that everyone's been waiting to grind. So, what about you, Sky? I mean, I know you're new, Sky, but do you have any thoughts on these teams? You know, some of these people. Any remarks out of you? Any comments, concerns?
I'm pretty sure this is also Chaser's last split in comp, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so hopefully he gets a chip too, right?
Yeah. It would be fitting that he wins a chip in Titan for people that don't know, because his first chip was in Titan. It was technically with Elysium, but we don't have the namesake for it because we played under another org. But we had like quit the org mid-season, and he won a Titan chip. And so if he went out on a Titan chip, that'd be pretty cool. It'd be like a cool storyline for him. Um, but yeah, I think with that, those are all the teams. I'm really excited for everyone to be in housing and scrimming hard and keeping up the hard work. And I think we can get into our year in review, and all of you guys have been here. I guess not Sky, but you guys have been here for the whole. It's crazy to think that you guys have been here for the entire year and then some. I looked at when Idris joined the Discord, and it was like, what was it? I can just pull it up right here.
It's been over a year actually.
October 25th, 2002. Like
Sheesh.
that's crazy to
Ancient
me.
history.
Yeah. And like that would have been Blaze, right? That would have been us getting ready to make Blaze, and that's when John came in as well. So yeah, this just ties into our year in review pretty nice. So we had a lot of teams, obviously. I have it pulled up right here. So we had three teams finish as the first seed in their division. Um, that was Blaze, that was Aces. They were the homies. We have 3 championships. We have so many teams. You guys were on Blaze. What other teams have you guys been on? Dawn and Blaze for you, Idris. Any others? Terra,
Uh,
I guess. I mean,
I
I
mean,
guess I
do you
mean like
count
the
Elysium
starters.
Rush? Probably not, right?
No, I would just count like
Teams that actually played? Yeah, I think it's
yeah,
just
like
those two.
started. Okay. And then John, you were Blaze Shield?
Bla-
Is that it?
Blaze, Shield, the 2 different iterations of Shield. Um,
Oh yeah, rest in
and
peace
then
that one.
yeah, and then I'd say me and Idris both moonlighted on what is their name? Nova and BTL.
Oh, Terra.
Terra,
Yeah.
Terra, yeah,
Terra.
true.
I guess yeah, you guys can count Terra too because that was like
We
kind of
both.
a schedule smorgasbord. But yeah,
Yeah, we were
so
both subs on it, but we'll be on that banner
yeah, you'll be on
coming
the
soon.
banner.
TM.
It'll be the first 8-man banner in comp history, I'm pretty sure, for amateur. But yeah, um even that's crazy to me because that feels like it was like much longer than it was, but that was like what, like a month ago. So yeah, so I was on Frost, rest in peace that. That was a disaster. Could have been so good. That ended up being not good. Um we had Aces, we had Sword, we had Shield, we had all these teams. Um I would say like up to the first half of the split or the year. It was like kind of, I mean, it was I would consider like to be a disappointment because we had a bunch of teams like had a lot of potential that fell short in the playoffs, and then um, near the end of the year now, we had Shield with their undefeated run in OCL, our undefeated run in the Grand Tournament. We had Dawn coming up just short, second place. We had Terra winning, and yeah, I think again, just I think the momentum is here, full swing. I think everyone that I've talked to at least is has been very like, oh, I just can't wait to play. I can't wait to play for Elysium and stuff. Even some of the new people that have joined, which is really awesome to see. Obviously, I credit that to a lot of you guys, especially you guys in here, and even you, Sky. Like you guys have done a lot of work for Elysium and have bought into like helping this become a winning organization, and we're here now, and I would love nothing more than to win it. Like, I mean, what's my expectations for 2024 winter? Like, oh man, can we get
100%
3? Yeah,
championship
yeah,
rate or
9
bust,
chips? That'd be sick.
or
I
you sell the
mean,
org to Romeo.
oh yeah, we could do that too. I mean, I'm gonna say 3 chips. That's my expectation, and you guys can. We'll segue into this too, but yeah. So my expectation is winter 3 or 4 chips. I'm gonna go Shield winning. Oh man, should I say what chips I think, or is that too much? That's too much pressure.
That's
Go
bold.
for
That's
it.
bold.
That's
Go for
bold.
it.
Yeah, why not? Okay, I'm gonna go Dog Pound winning Risen. Omen wins Titan, and Super Hot wins Aegis. That's my winter prediction. There's nothing against the other teams. I just don't know the competition, and I know these teams. And I'm gonna say Dawn, if Dawn ends up being a thing, makes semifinals in LAS Diamond, at least. Those are my expectations or my predictions. I'm gonna make you guys do it since I had to do it too. So like, we can start with you. What is your
Dawn wins
team?
LAS.
Okay, yeah, that's not
Asus
biased at
wins
all.
BTL. And yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, so we're just getting 2 chips.
Joking. Actually, okay. I would say Dawn. I'd like to win LAS. I don't know who's in it. I think
Yeah,
Aces will win BTL. I
okay.
think
I think that's a good
Super Hot
prediction too.
is Super Hot going to BL. If Super Hot goes to BOL, I think they'll win. If Super Hot goes to Aegis, I think it's like it depends. I don't know who's in it. I think it's always the most competitive. I'll just say like semifinal.
hmm
Dog Pound is what
Risen and
Titan
Titan.
Risen.
Yeah,
Win. I hope so. Winner finals. Titan maybe like semifinals. I think.
sure. I love
High
it.
here.
Gas it
Omen
up,
win.
yeah.
An Omen. We got an Omen W, and I think Riptide like maybe semifinals or something. I'm not sure what LAS Emerald looks like.
What about Clown Car?
What is LLA, bro? Sure, win.
ALL. I don't even know what
Uh,
that league is.
ALL, yeah, Alabama League. Yeah. Why don't you tell us what the actual acronym is?
Stands for Amateur League, bro.
Amateur League Leaguers.
So why
It's
is
so
it
dumb.
why is it
Whoa!
League League? Wait,
Dude, I don't know. I don't name the leagues, guys. I
all
just
right,
play them.
ALL owner, if you're watching this, with all due respect, we
I
can
think
we
it's
can
like
do a
Absolutely
little better.
legendary league.
We
No
can
problem.
we can do
ALL.
absolutely legendary league.
so
Anything
like
else?
their picture is like / all chat. I think that's like the meme. So I
Yeah,
mean,
Yeah, but
it's
like
an
surely you can give ALL some better
a
meaning.
little.
But
We
I
could
don't
do
know.
a little.
It's a new league. I always like going into new leagues. This is season 3 or 4, so like we'll see what. Hopefully, it's a good league. Their owner seems very passionate, which is always good. But yeah, I didn't name it. I don't know. John, we'll go down with you. What are your team expectations?
um,
You can go as crazy you want, no problem.
I guess so. Like, I'll go like best case scenarios, I guess, because
Oh, okay.
um, so like I think I don't even know if best case. I I would consider it a success if we made it to finals in Aegis. You never know what kind of teams or demons you'll run into, so I'd be
Mhm.
happy with Super Hot if they made it to semi or made it to finals.
Okay.
I do think if we play BOL, I'd like to win that league, and I think it's a very winnable league
Mhm.
historically.
Mhm.
Um, Dog Pound, I'm kind of in the same boat. I think realistically, like Risen's the league to take, and then Titan. You guys are like the underdogs, probably like you guys will be the dark horse for a reason. Like I think that
Yeah.
there probably will be higher firepower teams, but um, like I think you guys can surprise some people. So I think realistically, Risen's a pretty winnable league, assuming there's no like roster shakeups, which I feel like there's always inevitably some roster shakeups. But
Sure.
um, Clown Car, I guess Clown Car and AL. I mean, it feels like an L just playing in a league called Amateur League. But
No. Wow.
but you guys have good players. I think like I have no reference of how strong that league is. So like I'll say semis.
Okay.
Um, and then I'm actually really hyped for the diamond team. I don't want to like spoil or anything, but
You know what
um, if
player?
the if the mid and support are who I think they will be,
Yeah.
I have extremely high respect for both players. Um, and I think the sky's kind of the limit. Obviously, like rounding out your jungle role is like always pretty crucial role, I'd say, especially at that level. But um,
Mhm.
yeah, so I low key think that like sky's the limit. Whatever the league, I think LAS Diamond, if it falls similar to like LAS Emerald, I think they will steamroll it. I don't even think it'll be close. But I think if
Mhm.
it's closer to like a BOL, I still think they can win it. I just think it might be closer. I'm
Sure.
like unironically pretty to the moon about the new players for Diamond.
Yeah.
Um, for the Omen, is it Omen boys?
You have Omen and Aces left.
Oh, and Riptide. Hey, yeah. So Omen,
Oh, and
I
Riptide, yeah.
would say that that team, it's like really. I think for them, the I don't know. I maybe I'm more hesitant about the loss of Arrow than I think others. I think that's like a
Sure.
pretty substantial loss. And I know Titan Gold is like probably one of the I mean like outside of Aegis, like probably the premier gold league. So
Yeah, I
I
would
guess
say
flat
so.
league now.
Yep.
So I mean I think that making it to finals would be a success in that league. I think again it wouldn't surprise me if there's some demonic team that just happens to be there, but um
SEAL Team Six, Evil
I'd be really
Sitters.
impressed if they win that league. Um
Okay. Cool.
and then yeah, Aces BTL, I think again if it's same competition as this league where this last time around we steamroll it. I don't think it'll even be close to be honest.
Hmm.
And um Riptide. Again, I can only go based. Like I was really not impressed with the LAS competition last go around. So I think
Yeah.
it depends how serious they like. I think that's like the duality of like a Romeo, like I know they have good times with each other. As long as they can like take it semi seriously, I think they probably can win that league. If they meme too hard, I could see it
Mhm.
having a really sad ending. But,
Yeah.
but
All right, Sky,
my-
under the bus. What's your expectation or your predictions, bro?
Yo. Clown Car, they're gonna win, bro. They're gonna win dead ass because my boy, what's his name? Emperor and Zui. Those are my
What's
boys,
his
bro.
name?
My old teammates. They're gonna 1v9 it, bro. Dead ass, dead ass. Okay. Next team, right? Right. Next team. Riptide's
Yeah,
gonna 1v9.
Riptide.
I looked at Romeo's what do you call it? OP.GG. Dude, he went for the 4-peat, bro. MVP 4 times in a row on Lilia. He's gonna 1v9
Can you
it.
tell me? Can you tell me the tier average of those games? Of those games?
Oh, come on, guys. We don't have to do this to
Yo,
Romeo,
you don't
man.
have to
You
talk
know what?
about that, right?
Fair.
Like,
It
Platinum
might have been
one,
Challenger. It might have been Challenger.
platinum
That's just all
one,
I'm trying to.
platinum one, platinum one. But he's been 1v9, you know? 1v9. The 4-peat
Yeah.
MVPs, okay? And then
I would
Super
say
Hot.
his Lilia throwback to like old Riptide. His Lilia, like he's good on that champion. So we'll see. Hopefully, it's good in the preseason.
Yeah, he went for the 4-peat, you know? 4-peat
Mhm.
MVP in a row, bro. 1v9 as fuck. Um, for Super Hot, right? They're gonna go for the double and the double win, you know what I mean? For BL and Aegis, you know? Because Myron's gonna
Shit.
1v9,000. KDA 4,000. Dead ass. No cap. Yeah, that's what I
Great
got.
prediction.
That's what I got.
Really.
That's a really high KDA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't have a 4,000 KD, we should kick him. Is that
Pick him and Sky.
Yeah, for
okay?
sure, bro.
Sure. And now I'm gonna go even harder. So or like more pressure, more pressure. So I'll start with you, Idris. What in any league that you end up, what's your personal goal as a player? Like what are your expectations? What are you gonna put on yourself?
GG's only. Dubs all the way through. If we find Mystic Cats, I'm down to lose to them again. If we find ID Hydra, I'm down to lose to them. Other than that, GG's only. Championship.
Finals MVP? Nothing like that? What are you going for?
I mean, a finals MVP would be great, but I think if I won, then that's good enough for me. You know, I believe if I win, then I
Oh,
will have performed sufficiently.
I'm gonna give you personal goals since you're here, right? So my
All right,
goal
sure,
for
sure.
you would be knowing you as a player and a leader and seeing how you've progressed. I would say I'm just gonna assume it's LAS Diamond. So I'll just like
Yeah.
so for LAS Diamond, because I know LES does all pro, right? So I want you to be all pro first team. And
Okay.
like yeah, all pro LAS AD carry, and then like the best AD in your group state or in your like worlds group. You know what I mean? So
Okay. Oh, they're gonna do that? The worlds?
maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
guess it
know. I'm
depends
just
on how many
assuming.
teams there are. But yeah, I
So
mean,
that
you
would
know,
be
if anyone knows me, if anyone has ever peeped the stat sheets, they know, I'm a bit of a farmer. And like I may tank my KDA, but I will farm highest damage, highest farm, big
yeah.
impact.
Who needs KDA when you have most
Not
kills?
me.
Space.
I'm in there.
What about you, Mr. Killswitch? What's your personal goal as a player for the leagues that you're going to be partaking in?
Um.
We can
So
start with
like
the fun one. You're playing top on Aces. What's your goal as a top laner on
honestly,
Elysium Aces?
so like I don't have a lot of background playing top. I just really want to have a good time and be a useful player. Like I
Sure.
don't know. I haven't played the role before, and I for the most part am convinced that most people at this level are bad at top. So like either A, I'll become part of that and be a problem, or like be surprised myself. And
John's
You're
making his mission to play everything, every role. If you
but I
if you're in
mean,
the OE in houses, you see him. He just queues Phil.
it's
All
I
good.
just feel it's true. I don't know. Like I really, I guess that's like yeah. Just so yeah. With that, I mean, I'd really like to be one of the top laners, I'd be pretty stoked about that. Um,
Yeah, that'd be sick.
but I would also not be surprised if that does not. I don't see a. I don't know. I'm like, if the least I could say about myself is I don't normally in, so I don't see myself being a liability. But like elite, I don't know. We'll see. Um,
Is your passion for top lane, is it from the Trundle play
oh
in
yeah,
Yeah,
Elysium?
we gotta show that. Is it?
that series did in fact ignite it.
Is that something we could show on the podcast? Maybe it's just like audio only for a
Maybe at
lot of
the
people,
end.
but if
Yeah.
anyone hasn't checked it out, maybe we'll throw it in the comments somewhere. You should check it out. You can find it. Trundle Backdoor. It's quite
Yeah.
hype.
You're
We
making
can
me
have
I
do
mean,
Sky
I don't
work,
want to
by
maybe.
the
say I
way.
1v9 that series, but like I went pretty bananas. I'm just saying
We
it
can
was
maybe
it was
have
a good
Sky
series.
tweet that play, because that play, I don't even remember where I was, but then
Honestly, yes. It's a
I
good
came
tweet. It's a good tweet.
I came back and people were like, "Yo, like you should have seen this Trundle play," and I was like, "What?" And then I saw it. I was like, "Dude, that has to be the most tilting way to lose a game." Like, I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
we had no business winning that game. We had
Yeah.
I
It
hate
was
when they
good.
do that in solo queue. I hate it. Hate it.
Everyone, well, once in a while you hear the claim like this is the real finals, and then it felt like that was the real finals, even though it was semifinals. It was like a
Mhm.
very tense series, and so it was definitely a very impressive play to have in a series like that.
That play, like, man, you have to have such strong mental to not boom off of something like that. Like, you really do. That would I would have to take 5 after that game. Like,
I,
just
my other
I
thing with
don't
top lane. What I'm excited about, I don't know. I'm just really excited to play a role that like I can kind of figure out for myself if I'm good. Like I think it's probably the most mechanically showing lane. Like if you
Mhm.
screw up in a one-on-one, like 1v1, and like it'll get out of control pretty quickly, and it's like kind of. I mean, sometimes it's jungle intervention, but like wave states and things like that, it's mostly your fault if it goes badly. And I guess like I just haven't had that before. And I've
Right.
been told I'm like not the strongest laner when I played mid, and so I kind of it gives me like a chance to maybe prove
To
otherwise.
show
But
the haters
yeah, like I think
who won't be
I don't
named.
think so obviously, but yeah, I'm
Yeah.
hopeful that I can
People
surprise
that
some
are
people.
people that are against friendship have a lot to say about our
Exactly.
org. So
I'm
Exactly.
always
Exactly.
curious. I'm always excited to see like role swaps where there's some transferable champions. Um, when someone goes from top to mid or vice versa. It's probably easier to bring some top laners mid, but I'd be curious to see if we see anything spicy like that.
I know
Got
we're
the
The
gonna
chance
Ziggs
to
see
top
the
see
lane
some
stays ready.
I know
the
we're
Zig
gonna see the
top.
Zac. The Zac is demonic. I know we're gonna get that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the
I'm
Zac
pretty
does.
excited.
The Zac is playable anywhere, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure I'll cook up stuff. I feel like I am. That's just what I enjoy is just playing weird things most of the time, or just not
A
even
bit of a
weird things, but
chef.
just like things that might be good that people
Hmm.
don't think are good. So
And then what
yeah.
about Super Hot? What is your personal expectations?
Um. Yeah, I'm like a lot more focused on just winning as a team than like
Sure,
individually.
sure.
I think I would like to be. I'm pretty confident that like as the jungler, if we are winning some of these leagues, it means I've been pretty dominant. And if we're not, then like I probably wasn't. And so I think I like care less about who acknowledges it at that point. I would just like to win some of these leagues, and I think that like with that will kind of be the. I don't know. I'm just looking to get some. I feel like I have not really won a lot of impressive leagues or anything at this point, but
Sure.
I mean I think I'm a pretty good player, so I really would just like to establish myself as like a pretty respectably good player, and I think winning these leagues is like how you do it.
Yeah. I would say my personal goal for you, just playing with you now for what's it, like 6 months, 7 months. My goal is for OP Killswitch to be the #1 ranked jungler in whatever league we play. If we play into both of them, because I think that's very, very doable. So, um, but yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I have I have high expectations for everyone. Um, but yeah, I think Sky, like, I'm like pretty much wrapped up on what I wanted to talk about. So if you have anything you want to lead us into, by all means.
I think Sky's goal's got to be to like headshot at least one or two more teams before he actually plays
Yeah,
in the league, right? Like that's got to be.
that's a great question. Yeah, Sky, how many more teams do you plan on booming until until I've kicked you from Elysium because enough is enough.
They're not intentional, by the way. I'm gonna destroy at least
Yeah.
3 more to get the even number of 5. You know what I mean?
Three
But
more.
all
Okay,
unintentionally. Like it's like not my fault, but
sure.
it's kind of my fault. But like you know what I mean? So like you won't kick me out because like it's not my fault actually. You know what I mean?
He's
What
trying
was
to tread
your
a line.
What was your favorite team to boom?
What was my
No,
favorite team?
don't answer that. Don't answer.
Which team were you happiest about destroyed?
Oh Sky. Oh Sky. Oh Sky.
Not my
No,
fault.
it's all good. I mean, hey, you hit diamond, you achieved your goal. Like that's a great way to end 2023. Did you hit it in 2023 or did you hit it yesterday?
I hit it yesterday. So
Oh, okay. Well, it's
2024,
a
Great way to start the new year.
new
January
year, new
1st.
me, baby. New
I
year,
told
new
you,
me.
playing Valorant as the new year came, it would do some things to you. It would
Yeah,
teach you
for
what
sure.
to. It would it would change things. You run it down, and then you get the int out. That's exactly what I told you, and you got diamond.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was told that Valorant was interesting because giving Sky the capabilities to talk to his teammates without their consent is
Oh
interesting.
no,
And I won't
dude.
say who said that, but someone did mention that to me.
Oh, I know exactly who said that.
Yeah,
It wasn't me, but
yeah,
no,
What?
it was pretty fun. This guy was having a great time with his teammates.
yeah. No, of course, of course. So,
Okay, so we're gonna go into a new segment in the podcast. Okay, you ready?
okay, I'm ready. Yeah.
So I want
What's the segment?
everyone listening to close their eyes. You guys too. I want you guys to close your eyes. Okay? Are you closing your eyes?
All right. Yeah.
Sure.
Eyes are
Yeah.
closed.
I want everyone to close your eyes, okay? Imagine you're like walking in your like village, your hamlet, your city, whatever you live in, like your farm. You're walking outside, right? Then you get kidnapped by a guy in a white van, okay? Boom, 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 boom. Holy shit! You just got kidnapped, okay? And then the guy's driving you to his like trap house and everything, right? So like open your eyes now, okay? Open your eyes. Is your eyes open,
Open.
everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. You see Sky, okay? You see Sky. Yo, welcome to the Sky question booth. Holy sheesh! This is the
Okay,
Sky
pause.
question booth?
Hold on. Why are we kidnapping people to bring them to your question booth?
Because, like, how else would I? You guys wouldn't come in, like, for fun. You know what I mean? I have to kidnap you guys.
Okay.
So, like,
Okay. No.
this
I
is.
hope
Continue.
no one was driving while you said that. They closed their eyes. Hopefully, we didn't cause any car crashes.
True.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Hopefully,
This segment is not sponsored by Elysium, by the way,
it,
so we're not liable
it's
for anything.
sponsored by Burger King, actually. Buy
I
your
wish.
Whopper. Whopper
Okay,
Wednesday.
sorry to intervene. You can
Okay, so,
continue.
we'll start off with Idris, okay? Idris, okay?
Bet.
So, what is your favorite evolution in Pokemon?
Oh,
Evolution.
Yes, your evolution.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think. Can I look this up?
Yeah,
yeah.
you can look it up.
They added some new ones. Okay. Here we have. Is this all of them? I think we gotta go. Okay, is it like gameplay or aesthetic or like everything?
Just everything, everything.
Everything. Okay, you know what? We go Umbreon. Umbreon is a G.
Okay, Umbreon.
They should
Okay.
have made him a little better, but it's all good.
Yeah, a tank
Umbreon's a
Pokemon. A
G.
tank Pokemon. Okay. How about you, Caleb? What is your favorite evolution?
Glaceon,
Okay,
the ice one. That one is 1v9. It looks the coolest. Ice Pokemon are OP. I'm all for it.
it's actually the worst type. It's also my favorite
Yeah,
type
it's
because nothing. Don't worry about it. How about you, John? Do you like Pokemon? What's your favorite evolution?
I was an OG Pokemon enjoyer. I have not enjoyed for many years, but back in the day I enjoyed me some Jolteon. Is that like a
Okay.
acceptable answer?
the moment he said OG, I knew it was Jolteon.
Really? I thought he was gonna say Vaporeon. Dude, I feel like everyone says Vaporeon when they talk
Vaporeon?
about.
Don't go
Yeah.
into the reason, bro.
Yeah, the fastest evolution. What do you call it?
Uh,
Jolteon. And that is our weekly Sky question booth. Come back next week for the next question booth. Sheesh.
We
Are you gonna
kidnap
drop me
people.
off back at home, or like I gotta walk now?
Yeah. I was
Oh,
yeah,
just like we just kidnap people to
I would
learn.
like to go home.
Yeah,
oh,
what
you'd
their
like to go
favorite
home?
Pokemon
Yo,
is.
you find out how to do that. You just buy an Uber or something. Okay. And then here's the next segment. Reading the YouTube comments from the last podcast. So I want
Which
each.
I didn't even I didn't even know we had comments, by the way. I didn't know we were that big on the up and up.
Yeah,
So
we have 23 comments. I want each of you to pick a comment and say something about it.
oh, we
Okay?
have to look it up. I didn't
Yeah.
know this.
Go
You
to
didn't
our
warn
YouTube
me.
channel, look at the previous one, and read a comment and pick one. Okay? We can start with John because you were last one.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Give me a second.
Okay,
Yeah,
y'all, you
you
can
Gotta
didn't
pull
start.
it
second.
up.
even-
Why don't you start us off right
Okay.
Yeah,
here so we can
Okay. I'll start us off. Okay. So from our boy. Okay, 90% of the comments are from Unwanted Soul. So uh uh the first one. Okay, is from the last podcast, 20 to 25. Wait, sorry. 20, 25 to 21:50. Chaser sounds like he's never watched an Elysium game in his life here. Dude, I listened to it and it does sound like he hasn't listened to he hasn't like watched the Elysium game because he just starts like rambling about like I think that one. Oh no, I think it's that one. Nah, it's that one. And then eventually Caleb's like, yo, you think the reverse sweep was gangster? And like, yeah, it was really funny to me. While listening it back, that Chaser was really clueless at the moment. Yeah. So you wanna start us off, John?
Sure. All right, I've
defense,
got
he
another
did
banger
watch.
from. Oh, what?
I was just saying, Chase's defense, he did basically stream all of our Elysium games, so he was there. I swear.
he has
So,
proof.
He sounded really clueless.
yeah.
Okay, John, go. Let's hear it.
All right, mine is another banger. I mean, it's aged like a fine wine. Sky is going to be in Risen. Let's go. I'll bend the rules for you, friend.
Wait, we have hope. He's gonna bend the rules.
Yo, maybe I could be in it, Caleb. Yo,
Yo, Sky, what is your Risen expectations?
what am
And
I?
then yeah,
What do you mean?
everyone
Like,
got to do their expectations of 2024. Like,
um,
what are your Risen expectations?
well, since I'm homeless, plan to do I plan to make edits for Elysium like world's
Yeah.
teasers. So like let's say like one of our teams is like going to playoffs, I'll make like a world's teaser thingy, like top lane, and then the best plays of this top lane guy. Jungle, best plays of this jungle guy. Like introducing them, you know what I mean? I plan
That's
to
big.
like do that for content for Elysium because big content this winter 2024. You know what I mean?
I'll go next if you don't mind, Idris.
Or
So this comment is from Young Reese on YouTube, and he says, "LOL, gas station pizza for Christmas brunch. I can't," with a bunch of crying emojis.
6 crying emojis.
I don't know who this guy is. Obviously, our commenters are like we don't know them. They could be anyone from the internet. This guy can just mind his business. That's all I'm gonna say. The pizza was fucking delicious. Oh, freaking delicious. And yeah, I won't let that negativity ruin my holidays or this podcast. That's all.
That's great to hear. I'm glad you've taken such a positive approach to this.
Okay, your turn, Idris.
For
Let's
me,
hear it.
all right, let's hear it. I would say, by the unwanted 37, one of his 20 comments really resonated with me. He said, let's see, which one was it? Yeah, he said, yeah, winning Aegis would be huge. LAS is a Bush League tournament. That's why B team didn't really care about winning that much. Hopefully Nova can pick up a real championship in season 14. I just think, that's some top tier banter, right? We got some fire here. People are doubting Elysium's capabilities, and
Also,
it's
like,
fun.
I call it the top tier copium, bro. That's why we didn't want to win that bad because the league sucked. Like, what does that even mean? It was too
Yeah,
easy, so we didn't want to win it. What?
No,
What?
fair. It adds spice. We have a strong opinion here. We're like, wait, hold up. What is he talking about? What is he yapping about? See,
also,
normally comments would just be like, yeah, who cares, bro? But like this,
sorry to disappoint that guy because Elysium Nova is definitely not winning a chip in Aegis.
Yeah, unfortunately, Elysium Nova doesn't exist.
Rest in peace, that team. Sorry to let you down. Man, we haven't even played in the league and we already let someone down. Actually, that sucks. Thinking about that, but yeah.
Yes.
Is that his?
Yeah, so
Sky,
come
that's our
back
segment.
next week.
I do
Comment.
like this segment.
Yeah, you do? Yeah, so come back.
I like this.
So comment on this podcast, and maybe next week you'll be featured in the what's it going to be called, the Elysium comments reading session. I don't know, the Elysium Reading Comment Book Club. Yay!
Name's almost as bad as Amateur League, bro. Like almost as bad.
Or
Okay,
like
what's
Toe?
we'll end on this. What's worse, being called the Amateur League, or Sky calling our podcast the Toe Podcast? Like,
Toe's pretty hype, no?
no,
Sounds
Duddy,
good.
no.
I like those.
Duddy's got to tune in more often if it's the Toe podcast, right?
Yeah, we
Oh,
got Duddy here. We got Yeehaw. Dude, we got some toe enjoyers.
We got
I
some
don't know about you,
toes.
Caleb, but
Furry little feet?
furry little feet.
Yeah, exactly. We could we could
Dude,
have a full. We could just have toe enjoyers on the Toe podcast. No problem.
New Elysium team, toe enjoyers.
Toe
Yeekaw's
Not
enjoyers.
related to toes at
hashtag-
all, by the way.
Yeekaw's hashtag is hashtag Toe. To no one's surprise, by the way. Like,
He's just a really big enjoyer of the podcast. What do you mean?
this is where I would like to double down that you guys should read the Bible for your book club.
Oh,
But-
yeah. For anyone that wants to join the book club, just like message me and I'll put you into the book club.
You know,
Oh,
funny
boy.
you say that. In the comments, someone said, "Holy Elysium Bible Club Bible Study Group, let's go." Another
Yeah.
one is 4435. Can Caleb not read or something? I think a book club is a great idea.
I cannot
So
read.
we have some evidence actually that suggests that Caleb was perhaps against the book club in the previous podcast. Interesting.
He's an op for sure.
He's an op.
I'm an op.
Yeah.
Damn.
You can never trust anyone these days.
No.
Yeah.
But
so,
with that,
Yep.
John and Idris, thanks for being here. Sky, as always, you're killing it. Honestly, Sky, you are killing it. Like I'm excited for you to be our social media guy and stuff. You have a lot of good ideas. So keep up the good work. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Is this 5? Episode 5?
6?
6? Thanks
Sounds
for
like
coming.
5. We didn't number them on the channel.
Yeah, it's 6.
Thanks
It's
for-
Do we
6.
have do we have a playlist?
It's
We do
6.
have
It's
a
6.
playlist. This is
It's
6.
6.
Thanks for
Okay.
tuning into
All right.
episode 4 through 7. Yeah,
Just a
and
number.
as always, when are we dropping this, Sky? What did we decide? What did you decide? We're
What
gonna
did I
drop them
decide?
every
Uh,
Thursday?
tomorrow! The Wednesday 3rd, January. Seriously. For
I'll say,
sure.
bro. This guy played 200 league games in a week. Like surely he can drop.
Surely
a
he can
podcast
drop a
tomorrow.
podcast. Yeah.
Okay, so the podcast will drop tomorrow,
Yeah.
and then we will be back next week with another podcast. Hopefully, maybe we should record it after some preseason so we can get some preseason thoughts. So, but yeah, with that, I'm Naysayer. This is Sky. This is Open Kill Switch. This is Idris. Peace.
Bye.